Hello, my dear friends. Today, I'd like to talk about how to choose tea and what kind of tea to start with if you're a beginner, and what should be the first steps on your cha dao. These two topics are somewhat intertwined because people who are new to the world of tea are usually unfamiliar with any of the varieties and which of them to try first, or how to brew the tea. I should say first that I'm repeating myself as I've already mentioned our tea selection policy here. Now I'll try to expand on it further. It gives me great pride and joy to share with you that every single tea in our collection is bought directly from the farmers who produced it. We don't deal with any kind of resellers or tea markets, local or otherwise. At last we managed to accomplish this. It was a long-standing goal of ours, and it was not easy. We had to personally visit every region, meet and get to know the farmers. So if we don't have a particular type of tea in our assortment, it means that we haven't been to the place where it's produced yet. As soon as we do, we will add the tea to our collection. Simple as that. Talking about our selection policy, tea is a living product. Tea that doesn't change from year to year isn't a real living product. It can be extremely cheap and plain or flavoured. A good example comes to mind. In spring, I'm often asked, when will we get spring Guanyin? Guanyin produced in autumn is better, and it's usually sold until the summer. Many tea lovers don't even buy spring Guanyin. It has some good features, but its flavour is less bright. And once I asked one of our suppliers about spring Guanyin. He said that they had some, but the weather wasn't good and it turned out to be pretty plain. He persuaded me not to buy this year's spring tea. He suggested waiting till summer, or buying the tea produced in autumn, that it's much better then. I followed his advice and we didn't buy this tea. Maybe we'll talk with another supplier. So tea production is a complex process. Tea is different every year. We also work with different producers. We don't buy big batches. And usually our suppliers own small farms. Maybe 50 kilograms is everything they produce in 1 year. Expensive teas can be produced in tiny volumes, like 3 kilograms in a year. Right now I'm tasting an interesting red tea from Fuding. Tea is usually handmade, so every product is unique. What to do if we run out of a well-known tea? Da Hong Pao, for example. Everybody knows this tea, but we have many more kinds of Wuyi-shan oolongs. Consumers know some particular names really well, or some sort that they particularly like, and they continue buying these teas. I'd like to inspire you to try something new. There are many different kinds of tea. All teas are unique. You can buy just 10 grams to try it, and you'll discover a new tea. Many unpopular teas can be really great and worth the money. If a new tea appears in our shop, it's because it was chosen. Don't be afraid to try something new, even if you don't know the tea's name. Names don't really characterize a tea and its flavor. If a tea is not well known, it doesn't mean that it's bad. Teas become popular for different reasons. As a result of advertising and marketing, it doesn't mean that other teas are bad. The other thing is that teas are constantly changing. Teas with the same name can be different from year to year. Every harvest, every batch is different. It can seem surprising. There are many reasons. I've already spoken about them. Different weather, different season, harvest, processing. Even the tea from one producer can have a different flavor from year to year. It's obvious that tea from different producers will be different, and the prices can vary. It's a common problem. You just need to continue trying. Another question is a common one amongst beginners. Which tea to start with? I would say that trying many different kinds of tea is the best option. Newbies often quit the hobby after trying a tea that they didn't like. Probably the tea was bad or it was brewed badly. Probably this person prefers a different kind of tea. Usually people don't like ripe Pu-erh after the first try. It seems too earthy to them. And moreover, there's a lot of low-quality Pu-erh tea. In Russia, it's a common thing. You can buy Pu-erh almost everywhere. But good Pu-erh is difficult to find. Other kinds of tea as well, but Pu-erh in particular. I'll say it again, don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be put off if you didn't like something. Try some other kinds of tea. Exploring the world of tea hobby is a long process. After 10 years of my experience, I still have many things to explore. I'm always finding something new, and I'm sure that I always will. Every trip to China brings new experiences and new explorations. New teas appear, new technologies develop, and new teaware and brewing styles. This exploration is an endless process. Buying teaware and a couple of tea samples doesn't make you a tea guru. This process requires time and attention. In China, they say tea time comes when you're late everywhere else. It's not just about tea ceremony. It's about tea hobby as well. Tea can't be hurried. It requires attention and patience. Talking about some particular types of tea that I would recommend. I like different types. We've made a video about my personal favorites. I can say that tastes differ, and it's better to try different teas on your own. Don't get stuck drinking one particular sort of tea. You can go on exploring, and it'll be interesting and pleasant. Delving deeper into this hobby will bring new experiences and develop your tastes and preferences. You'll have the desire to try something more expensive. There's an interesting thing about expensive teas. Very often, starting with expensive teas is not a good idea. You can't fully appreciate it. It's okay, but if you don't have enough background experience in tea drinking, differentiating expensive and cheap teas can be difficult, especially if the expensive teas require attentive brewing and a special atmosphere. It's not a kind of tea suitable for brewing on the go. That's it. Enjoy your tea. See you soon.